Hello everyone, this is the second video for Summer of '69 by Bryan Adams. We've already learned the intro and the verse for the song. Now we're going to start on the chorus. And basically what this is I'm calling it the chorus, and it starts 32 seconds into the song. And you'll know what part I'm talking about if you've got the song. So just a quick note on that. If you don't have the song, buy it off Amazon, iTunes, from the CD store, whatever you got to do. Buy the song so you can play along with it. And it's always much better to actually have that song and play along with it so that you've got an accurate guide to go by when you're playing the song. Because if you're trying to do it from memory, sometimes our minds can play tricks on us and make us think measures last a little longer, or a few notes are in a different order than they really are, and we can change the song on accident. I'm really guilty of that myself. So get the song and play along with it. It'll help you practicing out immensely. Now, the chorus is the section that starts, it's going to sound like this. Or, sorry, it has that little keyboard part that comes in there, and I'm actually, believe it or not, going to play that keyboard part, and then we go back to the, during the keyboard part, it's so that goes on during the keyboard part. Now, what we're going to do is actually, we will play along with it. I'm going to adjust my song here so I've got it where it starts, and this is, actually I'll do it at the end of the video. I'll play along with the actual song. So here's the beginning of our chorus. Again, it's 32 seconds into the song, and B minor is the first chord for this song. Now, or for this chorus. So it is a bar chord, but you don't have to have all the notes pressed down. If you can't play the full bar chord, just take your first finger and put it on the second fret of the A string. The third finger is going to go on the fourth fret of the D string. Your pinky is going to go on the fourth fret of the G string, and your middle finger is going to go on the third fret of the B string. Sorry. Okay. Now normally you would bar with your first finger all the way across and get the second fret of that E string too. But if you can't do that, we're not using it for this song, so you can get by with it here. But work on those bar chords if you can't play them yet. I've got lessons for that in the general lessons category, by the way, on the website. Now, I'm going to start off with that chord. And instead of just strumming it like that, we're going to play 4 notes. We're going to play the A string first, and then you're going to wait just a split second, and then you're going to play B string, G string, D string. Like that. Okay, one more time. Then we're going to go to the A chord. We learned that one in the first video, so you know how to play your A chord. But now you're going to, instead of strumming it, you're going to pluck the same string pattern. So A string, then B, G, D. Okay, so alright, now after that we're going to go to the D chord. We learned the D chord in the first video too, so we're all set on the D chord. Now, the string pattern is going to be different here. We're going to play the D string first, and then we're going to go E string, B string, G string. Okay, so, and then the last chord we're going to do is a G. Now, I'm going to kind of play a G fifth here and kind of cheat it a little bit. Because we're coming from the D, what I want you to do is just put your pinky down on the skinny E string in the third fret, playing that note. Leave your third finger where it's at on the third fret of that B string, but you can pick your first 2 fingers up. Now with whichever finger you want to, I'm going to use my middle finger to hold down the third fret on the thick E string. Okay? And what you're going to do is play that note first, and then E string, B string, G string. Okay, so Now that's the chord progression that you have to be most concerned with right now. So practice going through those with that picking pattern. So. Okay, after you do it once, you're going to do it one more time. So go back to the B minor. After you've gone through it that second time, you're going to go to the B minor one more time and play that one the way you did before. But when you go to the A chord now, you're just going to strum it once and let it ring. Okay? So all that together is this. Now, right at that point right there is where the keyboard comes in. I'm just going to call that riff the end chorus riff. You know, a riff is just a series of notes. Basically, it's not really meant for guitar, but I'm going to teach it to you in the next video. But there's two guitar parts that go there. So since I'm not going to teach you that keyboard part now, I'm going to show you the part that is underneath the keyboard part. It's a guitar part, and all it is you go to your D chord and you play your rhythm that you're used to playing for that. So right after you strum that A chord, then you're going to go to your D chord and go, and then you're going to go to your A chord, do the same thing. And then it's back into the verse after that. The keyboard part, when you hear it that first time, they only go through it once, so you don't have to, you're not on it as long. Later, when they go to the keyboard part again at the end of the second chorus, they repeat the whole thing, so you have to do everything twice as much. So just take note of that. You'll have to go, at the end of the second chorus, you'll have to go D, A, and do it all over again. Okay, and then you're into the verse again after that. So that's the end of the chorus. As far as the, let me make sure. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure that the chorus was taken care of, and that's everything. So learn this and the first video. Once you're ready, the next video is going to contain that keyboard part. Now, it's kind of difficult. It's not really meant for guitar, but we can make it happen. We can make it work. So if you're up for that, that's going to be on the third video. Okay? So we have the third video left. We have which has the keyboard part, and then we're going to have the solo that's at the end of the song, which, trust me, it's pretty easy. And one last thing is we've got the bridge we have to worry about too. Bridge is pretty easy too, though, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. Hardest part is going to be the next video. So if you're not up for it, you might want to skip to the video after the next one.